People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. First thing that is popping in the news, it pertains to some videos that I've seen circulating all over social media, in the news, in a real life. And these are videos in which we see residents, mostly from the garrison era, in confrontation with the Popo military team, JCF, Jamaica Constabulary Force, Jdf Jamaica Defense Force. There are two videos circulating. In one video, some soldier take on some people from Denham town, where a young man, his name was Orain, he was taken out. He was hit 5 times. Stories from the residents, stories from the Popo, the JDF, conflicting, polar opposites. However, people, there's also a next video, and it pertains to the JCF officer and some people, obviously from the garrison again, in which there is some sort of shoving, some sort of confrontation, physical altercation, in which the Popo doing the same thing like the soldier, push the people and the people might push back. In the case of the soldier, there was said to have been some sort of kick. People spit upon the soldier, rete, lele. Orain get 5 piece, and Orain was taken to the place of recovery. Too late was the call. In the case of the Popo in this video that I am speaking about, it went to the point where the Popo draw down in mass, because you know them Popo they were always now full blow, well skied up, ski mask up. Him pull down in mass and him say, "Where are the boy? You know who you deal with, boy?" People, you know exactly what that means. Now people, like I said, whenever I get these videos, it is a 30-second, 15-second sample of the whole thing, so therefore it is hard for me to put it into context. However, just to be fair, I would say that I see wrongs coming from the residents, and I see wrongs coming from the Popo, coming from the JDF soldiers, and like they always said, 2 wrongs never make a right. So people, when we hear a story like this, we don't know what to believe, because we've seen instances, it is documented that Jamaica has a bad reputation as it pertains to members of the armed force, more specifically the JCF and also the JDF. Human rights violation where persons lose their life unjustifiably. So therefore they were taken out wrongfully. However, people, we've also seen many videos, many instances in which gunman get take-away, robber get take-away, Don get take-away, known notorious gangster get take-away. However, the people them are the same. So therefore, if you don't know the difference between when the innocent lose them life and when the Don lose them life, how do you expect the average person to have an opinion or the Popo to respond? Because obviously, we see say, it is confusing, it is conflicting. There is no set steadfast rules or the way that people act, so therefore people are going to make mistake, and I am not saying that it is justified, me just say. Now people, this is what the problem is. Have you ever heard about the story of the boy that constantly cry wolf? And whenever the wolf come, the wolf basically take him out, because people start to ignore him. People start to turn a blind eye, deaf ears to whenever you are screaming, because them can't take you seriously, because you're not consistent. You say on one hand, you get ABUSCD, you lose your life. However, the people that are losing their life are gangsters. Now people, in the case of Orain Grant, Glenn I think his name is, don't quote me on the last name, I know Orain. There is a big protest going on in front of Camp Road at Camp, Uptown Camp. where people are saying that Hurricane lost his life unjustifiably. Whole heap of people with all sorts of placard, all sorts of billboard, whatever you want to call it. And them block up out of the soldier gate. Now people like me say, there's nothing wrong with right, justifiable protest, because that is what we are supposed to do as human beings whenever we are wrong. Or whenever one of yours, family member, friend, whatever, lose their life, or just any family member, as a matter of fact. So therefore, nothing is wrong with this. However, when we see most of the protests, when we see most of the people losing their life, are known gangsters, and then when we listen to the people where talk, them story, it does not substantiate any sorts of autopsy. Their story is conflicting. So therefore, they are willfully, willingly, and knowingly misleading the course of justice. However, people, the same can be said for members of the JDF. Whenever people actually lose their life, it seems as if either Indicom gets a block, Indicom does not get any sorts of information, Indicom pretty much stall. So therefore, no sorts of justice. However, people, not just human rights groups in Jamaica have said that Jamaica have a bad reputation. It is documented internationally. So therefore, what is going to happen? More innocent persons are going to lose their life. More innocent people are going to get caught up. More popo are going to get indicted, subpoenaed, charged, convicted for the takeaway of innocent people. And people, based on all the incidents that we've heard, and based on all the popo JDF soldiers that have been convicted, it does not seem as if justice is served. Now people, like I've always said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We saw that the upper hierarchy of the Jdf Jcf, they said that because of all the questions, controversial takeaway of people, they are going to start arming their officers with body cameras. As a matter of fact, the United States and I think UK had donated a couple of hundred. However, people, we see that it is just a 9-day talk. We see that the sensible stuff has not yet been implemented. And people, it kind of raised questions, it raised eyebrows as to if they really want to implement these body cameras. Is it going to show up their officers, meaning popo, meaning soldiers? However, people, if you want to make positive change, and if you are serious, you have to do what you say. Not just talk, not just plan. You have to actually execute, not execution, point blank and period. So people, me just say, if this affects you, if this affects your neighborhood, if you live in these garrisons, if you're a popo and you want to be able to solve crime, you are going to need the assistance of residents from these garrisons. So therefore, if you continuously cuff up these people, pie them up, take them out, then they are not going to work with you. You are not going to get the assistance. Same can be said for the residents. If you constantly launch attack at the JDF, that is not justified. They are going to treat you with no respect. So people, what we see is two groups of people that don't like each other, can't find any sorts of bridge of communication, so therefore they lash out. That is the only way that they know how to. And people, as sad as it might sound, even when these residents are lashing out at the popo should have some sorts of professionalism, even under fire, point blank and period. So people, let me know what you think in the comment section. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. People, it is very important that you like. The more likes that you make, the more comments that you make, it is the more that YouTube promotes the video. If you respect your favorite blogger, please to like, please to comment, please to share. Now people, continuing on the theme of JDF officer, we saw that a JDF officer lost his life the other day, very sadly. He was hit down by a young man and an young man that was racing along Camp Road, South Camp Road, them call it. Basically, MO double down the soldier. Vehicle lick the curb, lose control, run up in a some sort of wall, some sort of billboard, catch a fire. Youth have to jump out of the car. However, the soldier was gone. That young man's name, Chad Johnson. Chad Johnson was or is 19-year-old. When that incident occurred, the family member linked me and said, you know, so the boy just get him license 2 weeks ago. Just start drive, 19-year-old. I don't know what the hell he was thinking to be racing. But people, you know young people, them stubborn bad. Even the average Jamaican stubborn bad, like to press pedal to the metal. So therefore, we understand it. Not saying it makes sense, but that is what happens. However, what he told me that he found very disturbing is that he hear some blogger say it was a hit and run. Now people, this is how it goes. In blogging, sometimes you get information and the information is incorrect. Sometimes bloggers don't deliberately lie. However, you have some bloggers that is their whole platform, lie, make up all sorts of story. You know them different. Don't be in denial. So, the family member is letting me know that, listen, when this happened, he was right there on the scene, Chad Johnson. He was placed in the back of the Popo car. He did not run, did not try to escape. He was taken to H00T, and he is supposed to go to court today because you know, say, weekend, Easter weekend, Friday, holiday, Saturday regular day, Sunday regular day, I think Easter Sunday, I'm not sure. Monday was also a holiday. So therefore, he was in lockup at H00T from that incident occurred. So therefore, he did not take away himself. He did a very wrong thing. Was not deliberate. I cannot say it was an accident. I would say that it is irresponsible and negligent. However, at least, unlike many of your taximen, minibus man, vagabond driver upon Jamaica Road, whenever them lick down people, them take what themselves, them run with, them go in a country, them they all over the place in all sorts of hiding spot. So therefore, this youth was responsible. Now people, like me say, I know the family, decent people, no sorts of criminal element. However people, like me say, the culture of stubbornness, the culture of speeding like some mad bat out of hell is going to lead a lot of good youth to go bad, and people, in this case, that is exactly what happens. So people, this video is just for clarity. Not to show up anybody, just for clarity, because I have inside information to validate and verify exactly what took place, what transpired, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.